the weather department?
I'm here for it. Let's go ahead and get Ralphie going, get him started young. Well, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about your forecast at this time. Taking a look across the southeast, seeing plenty of sunshine out there right now, seeing some of those isolated showers just offshore over the central Gulf. But as you look in just a little bit closer, full force of sunshine out there, looking nice with very minimal cloud cover, if any. Now, the temperatures out there currently resting in the lower to mid 80s. So we're really starting to see our temperatures warming up, possibly even getting closer towards the upper 80s as you approach closer towards the coastal areas. But the dew points, these are gradually beginning to rise. So that means humidity is on the rise. We're going to start to feel a bit warmer across the Gulf Coast. Just yesterday, they were really resting around the mid 60s for many areas. Starting to see more of those upper 60s, the lower 70s. So as you do take a look at the heat index values right now, really starting to feel like the upper 80s at this time, even though many areas resting in the lower to mid 80s. So we're already starting to see our feels like temperatures stray away from the air temperature, and that trend only going to continue heading later on into today. Over the next few hours, our temperature is going to be warming up, maxing out once again in the mid 90s, possibly even the upper 90s for some areas, but still right around average for this time of year. Now, the rip current risk, it is going to be low today, tomorrow, plus also Thursday. It's looking nice closer towards the coast. This trend will continue heading closer towards the weekend, but also heading closer towards the weekend. Rain chances creeping back into the forecast. Coming up in just a little bit, I'm going to talk more about what you can expect for the next 7 days, plus also tracking the tropics. All that's coming. Well, we are back in the kitchen with Real Meals Catering and Events. I'm joined by Makilia and also Kiera this morning. Thank you, ladies, so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
And so we've already worked.
And I believe in seasoning to taste. It's one thing to tell someone a recipe for something, but I firmly believe that everything doesn't work for everyone.
And some of the things that you're also passionate about in this business, can you tell me a little bit?
Validated, because mental health is something that's very serious. So I offer this service called Mental. We don't all have support systems, so I decide as much as I can, because in the time when I needed it the most, I wish I would have had someone to.
That's exactly right, especially a topic that we don't know about you, about those services that you offer. How can they go about doing that?
You can follow Pine, so you can read
it all, but thank you for what you are doing as well, especially for our community. A great person to have here, and also some nice resources there for you as well. And so you're working on the sauce right now.
And your mozzarella cheese, and that's also going to give it a better texture. You're going to let it simmer and kind of let it thicken. You don't want to stick, because you can taste the burning food if you allow it to sit. Our rolls, and we also did some sauteed shrimp to go on top of the pasta with the chicken.
Oh, wonderful. And what are we going to be working on when we come back? Excited to see that, you guys. It smells absolutely delicious, but we're going to have more with Real Meals coming up in just a little bit.
I think it's everyone's Tuesday. Why are you trying to claim it?
You know what? Let me stop talking, Jen. What's the weather like?
It's okay, Chelsea. I have to constantly say the day, the day that it is. I thought today was Wednesday, so if that tells you anything about how it's going, just a step backwards. Well, going ahead, taking a live view over downtown Mobile. Traffic moving smoothly in case you're heading out on I-10, either approaching or leaving Wallace Tunnel anytime soon. Temperatures right now resting in the mid 80s. Dew points upper 60s with a calm wind out there, but the feels like temperature still warmer, and we will start to see more of those temperatures stray away from the actual air temperature heading later on into today. Now, the actual afternoon daytime high is going to be maxing out mid to upper 80s closer towards the coast, but as you approach further inland, really seeing more of those lower to mid 90s. You really have to keep in mind the feels like temperatures again out there. Now, we saw less humidity yesterday. It's gradually on the rise, so we're not quite seeing all of those triple digits that we saw just last week, the 110s, the 112s, but still feeling warm. We're still going to be feeling like the upper 90s, possibly some triple digits out there, and then later on this evening by 6 and 7 o'clock, still feeling like the mid 90s. Now, by the time we make it later on into today, still expecting sunshine, just very light cloud cover, if any, making an appearance this afternoon and this evening. We'll stay quiet for the remainder of our Tuesday, but again, that humidity will only continue to rise. So heading into tomorrow, we start off quiet, we start off sunny, but then by the afternoon, we start to see some of that summertime pattern return in the forecast, with some of those pop-up showers and thunderstorms making an appearance later on in the afternoon and the evening, continuing later on into your Wednesday night, and then back into Thursday, starting off quiet. So it's just a little look at the forecast there, but coming up in just a little bit, I'm going to talk more about what you can expect for the next 7 days, plus also what we're tracking in the tropics. All that's coming up soon. Joe.